Hey everybody, welcome to Whip Your Deck Out. This is gonna be a card game review show, and it's gonna come in two parts. One where I take a card game and I review it, and then the second part is where I give you general tips on playing card games and like etiquette and stuff like that. So first up on the agenda is the game we're reviewing this week, which is Cards Against Humanity. Uh, this is one of my favorite card games, but you gotta really trust that the people that you're playing this with are going to have a sense of humor, because some of these cards are really dark, some of them are really vulgar, and some of them are just, what? So, the way this card game works is if you open the box, like I'm about to, first you'll see the rule book, which is literally that's all the rules, and then you'll see black cards, and you'll see white cards, and some of the white cards seem innocuous at first, but then pair them up with the black cards, and you have something pretty strange. So basically, however many players you have are all sat around the table, and basically there's a rule in the rule book for how you pick who goes first, but you can decide not to go with that. I mean, there are house rules, you can make your own up. But basically, everyone is around the table, and there's going to be one judge that rotates around the table. And basically, the judge picks a black card, and everybody has cards in their hand. I think it's 10. Let me check the rules. Let's see. 10 white cards. Yeah, that's what I thought. And basically, they pick their favorite, or certain cards have it to where you have to pick 2 cards, some where you have to pick 3 cards, and basically you give your cards to the judge, and then the judge can basically judge the cards on whatever thing they seem fit, because they can say that the funniest one's gonna win, the weirdest one's gonna win, the most oddly terrifying one is gonna win. It's up to the judge. But then whoever the judge decides won that round, they give the black card to that person, and that's how you keep score. It goes around the table and it keeps going until one of the people at the table has 5 cards, and then that person is the winner. Sometimes the rounds can go pretty quick, and it depends on the number of players, and sometimes players are just that good. I've played this game with my parents. I've played this game drunk. I've played this game with friends that I thought would enjoy it, and they did not. That happens on occasion, but this is honestly, it's one of my favorite games. I have 2 different versions of it. I have just the regular vanilla box that's just how it comes, and then I have the bigger, blacker box, which is gigantic, which has a bunch of different expansion packs in it, because they're always coming out with new expansion packs. And if you play this game a lot and with a lot of different people, those expansion packs are not very expensive, and they're a lot of fun. They can take this game from slightly ridiculous to hilarious, and especially if you throw alcohol in the mix and you just go like, you know what? Sure, and play cards that you wouldn't normally, it can be some of the most hilarious stuff ever. So I'm gonna say, if you haven't picked this one up, if you're into like super vulgar or even like super dark humor, go ahead and pick this one up, and or if you are at a party like a game night and somebody pulls this one out, give it a go. See if you like it, because that's what it's all about, is figuring out what games you like. So on that note, I'm going to start giving out uh, some tips on how to make your games more enjoyable. And for that, I'm just going to say tip number one is always consent. You don't just want to whip your deck out when there's a bunch of people around, because you don't know who's going to be into it, right? You don't just whip it out and be like, yeah, take a look at this. No, you got to read the room. All right? Read the room. And then if it seems like somebody would be cool with you whipping your deck out, cool. If it seems like a lot of people would be cool with you whipping your deck out, that's awesome. But do not, by any surge of the imagination, just go, you know what? I think I've had enough alcohol. It's time to whip my deck out. Because nobody wants that. Okay? I know you just got it, and you're like, oh, I think everybody wants to see my deck. No, that's not the way it goes. I mean, it doesn't matter how clean it is and shiny. No. Okay? Keep your deck to yourself until you know there's somebody who wants to see it. Okay? It's very important. Then, when you find somebody who wants to see your deck, just whip that shit out. Yeah. But always have a game plan for that stuff, because you never know. And because, I mean, you could whip it out, and then the people that you're playing with could be like totally on board in the beginning, but then something happens, like the rules are weird, or your play style is just a little too aggressive, and sometimes your play partner just decides in the middle of it, you know what, this isn't going the way I thought it was going to go. If they want to stop playing, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. Just put your deck away. Don't blame it on the size of her box or whatever. Just put it away. Maybe tonight was just not your night. You got plenty of decks at home. You can just grab one of those, see if she likes that one, or he. I don't judge. Just have a good time at some point in the future. Like, it's never like going to be a time where your deck is just off the table completely forever. It's okay. And maybe that person just was not meant to be your play partner. It's fine. Just wait for a time when somebody else totally wants to see your deck and be all over that shit. It's gonna be fine. And that's it. So if you like this video, give me the old thumbs up. And if you don't, okay. I'd say hit the thumbs down, but I don't want you to hit the thumbs down because, quite frankly, the thumbs down is kind of sad. If you like this video and you want to share it with your friends, give me a subscribe. Share it on your social media. Share what you thought about this video on my social media at The Heart of Geek. And just have fun. Whip your deck out responsibly. Bye.